morning folks, and you're very welcome from Tollymore Forest Park in County Down on the Mourne Mountains. Hi guys, yeah, we're back in Tollymore, crazy gang, staying in Newcastle, dropped up here this morning. We're absolutely haunted with the weather. I'll give you a look at the actual sky. Very dark where we are at the moment, but is really bright up there. That's looking a bit white there now, but there's a real blue sky up there. It's quite late actually, it's 10 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, got sunrise down below in Newcastle this morning. Not a great foreground down there for a sunrise, but tried to use the pier and some rocks, etc. Didn't have a tripod locked into a car, not my car this year. Moving on, back here, and we have behind us probably definitely the darker of the two stepping stones. It's the further upriver from the other set of stepping stones. We're hoping to get down to those next. Beautiful sun coming in on those. You really do need to wait till maybe 11, 12, 1 o'clock for the sun to be up high here in Tollymore, but I don't think with that dense trees that are across the way from us there that it's ever going to get too bright here. We hardly even used filters on our shots. I'm just after taking shots from in the center of the river here. I'll just show you. Okay, so I walked in there. Thankfully the wellies are essential. Keith is over there at the moment getting some shots of the stepping stones and the falls on the left hand side, and Peter's got a lovely scene up here, and he's again very dark, and he's shooting some lovely rapids coming down through the mossy stones and the leaves that are left on those particular stones. But again, I feel it's just too dark. Also using the roots as lead-in lines, and yeah, they are pretty spectacular. The only thing about it is a bit more light here would be fantastic. Stepping stones are always super. Plenty of water. It's been absolutely lashing for the last couple of weeks, to be honest with you, but they're well able to handle it. Last year when we arrived here, we came just at the optimum time. Now, what was last year? It was the same as the first weekend basically in November, and we're here at the same time. But we had such a good summer, and the leaves were so dry during that summer that they coloured up very early in the autumn, and especially with the winds and the rain that we've had, the trees are a lot barer this year for sure. So all we can do is just do our best. We're haunted with the weather. I'm going to forge on, see if we can get to other locations along here, and a few more that we missed last year. And I might introduce you to a few people who are very good photographers. There's loads of excellent photographers here today, so I might introduce you to them. Okay, talk to you in a minute. Take care. Okay guys, how are you? Again, no voice. I just want to introduce you. A lot of people know John Taggart. He puts up a lot of stuff on Photographing Ireland and all the different Facebook pages, and is a super photographer. And we're just talking about, he's bringing out a new book here at some stage in the future. Basically landscape in Ireland, isn't that right?
All landscape, Fergus.
Yeah,
and
brilliant.
The book is called Ireland in Pictures.
Fantastic.
As far as I know, that's the name it's going to be.
Brilliant.
It's not my book, it's a book by Amberley Publishing.
Fantastic.
Basically, I'm just a photographer.
But you're doing all the photography. It's going to be top class. No, come here. I remember seeing your stuff maybe about 2 years ago. I thought, wow, that's a fantastic photographer. And you are full-time at it, John, for 26 years.
Full-time, weddings, portraits and landscape.
Yeah, it's not a surprise, not a surprise. Well done to you, okay? I just said I'd introduce you some of the guys that we're going to meet today. John is up photographing a beautiful scene here, and I'll show you that in a minute. And it was just great to have him on camera as well too. John, thanks for appearing on the vlog.
You're very welcome, sir. You're very welcome. Enjoy yourself while you're up here.
Try hard. In the background is stunning. These are without doubt the best set of stepping stones. Last year when we were here, there were so many people walking across and back on them. I've got Keith here next to me, and he's shooting with a 24-105. I have my 16-35, which I will crop. I'm getting my shot there. It's quite dark in the back. I'll crop it up because at least then I'll be able to angle it. Getting a face on, getting a perpendicular shot here with the amount of water that's there is very difficult this year. Very deep there, and there's no way to get it flat on. I'm on the right hand bank here at the moment. Keith is over just on the left hand bank, and Peter's way on the left hand bank. But what you find is that there is a bit of an angle. So trying to get it face on, straight out from it perpendicular, as I say, is really what you're looking for. The light in the background going through the trees is stunning. It's what really, for me, is probably the best shot here in Tollymore. And we are so lucky to have light here. I will say no more. Catch you at the next one. the other side of Foley's Bridge. I like this today. Lovely foliage just coming down off of the trees there. It's not too bright, so therefore last time I was here I was shooting into the actual sun. That was last year. Today I don't have the full blast of the sun or a very strong sun, so the sky is quite mute. In fact, there's not a lot happening in that sky. What I do have here is lovely rapids, and I'm getting probably 0.5 of a second, 0.3 of a second, changing it up, changing it down. As they're flowing away from me, I can actually allow myself actually to make maybe a longer exposure because I'm not blowing it out. I'm not looking into the full, let's say, rapid itself or the white of the breaking water. So yeah, that's what we're here. I'm going to go around to the far side in a minute. Big gang of our lads over there at the minute, so it'll be fighting for your position over there. Lovely rapids just here now as well too, trying to catch all those in the shot. Okay guys, I've come around to the other side of the bridge. Before last year we were able to, I have to be careful here now because my camera is perched precariously on a slope. Last year we were able to get down here and take a shot. In truth we were probably too close, but so much water has fallen in the last couple of weeks that you just can't walk around the edge of the river like we did last year. Too deep. Paddy Ahern is here in front of me, and he's taking a shot there of the actual, as you can see he's got his camera quite low on the tripod and he's trying to get a low perspective. We're fighting against Peter Beisterveld, who's up on the far side there, shooting us through the bridge. He's not shooting the bridge at all. And also it's very, very dark here. So at the minute I'm down to 1 second. I'm also shooting with it's about f16, maybe f14. Just having a look, probably a little dark. There's some lovely colour in the tree just above the bridge. Shooting in portrait mode here. But we are about 2 hours from darkness and it's beginning to tell. Last year we were here early morning and it was even dark then, but there was shards of light coming through. Here we don't have it. We lost the sun about 3 or 4 hours ago, and even at this time I still think sun would probably be dropping down the far side of the Mourns. So yeah, I'm going to shoot away and we'll talk to you again in a while. Okay guys, this is a bit better now. The walkway is above and we have this lovely arch for the bridge. It's framing the actual waterfall behind it, and what a lot of water there is falling here. We've this little mini waterfall here in front, so that's your foreground, shooting at about maybe 1/4 of a second, 1/3 of a second, 1/5 of a second, then probably a little short, and definitely when you go to 0.4 of a second and 1/2 a second, it's just too much. Very dark here, so you're at roughly f8, f9. Try and get some bit of brightness. I'm shooting at, I used the 1635, and what I also did was I was trying to get, I'm not sure if you can see it, just up here, the remnants of the tree, lovely golden leaves up there. Would have been beautiful had the light still been shining through them. Alas, that's not the case, but the colour is still there, and I've added that into some of my shots. Most of my shots were shot in portrait form, but some of them were shot in landscape as well. So I was like with the landscape ones. What I framed for you there now is roughly what I was getting cutting off the top side of the bridge itself. There is very little space here, and it is a particular location that I've seen vlogged by many other vloggers, but is not easy to find. And we didn't actually come here this time last year. This is the first time I've ever been here, but it is extremely tight. We've got woods all around us here. Not easy to locate either, by the way. It's only that we knew it was there. We've woods all the way around us, either side of us. And this river, it's a kind of basically a tributary of whatever the main river going through Tollymore is. Plenty of water because of the rain. And we've another photographer here below us getting a different angle on his shot. So that might be worth looking at in the minute. Okay, I'll leave you for the minute and we'll move on to another location. And here we have the lads relaxing after a hard day's shooting. And this is what we call oh Jesus, that's Chris Van Twisk. He's just after having a heart attack.
You just leave him as he is.
Through extreme fitness. He just walked up the hill. Yeah, we're on deck chairs in November. How about that, huh? Fantastic. So anyway, now next week, keep fit with Chris Van Twisk.
A new workshop.
Okay guys, that's it from Tollymore for this particular session. Thank you very much for joining me. Hope you're keeping well. If you liked what you saw, please give me a like. It helps develop the channel. And if you haven't subscribed, well, why not subscribe and join me for more adventures here, there and everywhere. Till the next time, talk to you soon. Take care.